Welcome back, Stingers. Today, we're going to talk about how to deal with your significant other's parents or siblings, because this is an issue a lot of you guys are having. I am going to explain how to remain in your Scorpio power and still deal with them at the same time. Are you ready? I figured out recently why my whole life I've only dated men who were the only child. I didn't want to deal with the siblings. I didn't want to deal with the sister up in my face or the brother up in my face. And on a subconscious level, I choose those who are by themselves. But this is not the case for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are dealing with your significant other sibling, their parents, right? Who have a big say in their lives and you don't know what to do. But the interesting thing about the whole situation is that your relationship has nothing to do with them, right? It has nothing to do with them. So many of you guys are struggling with a partner who is really close to mom, and mom controls everything, or dad controls everything, right? Or so you think in that relationship. And the closer you get to them, you kind of let your guard down. You start going against your intuition, right? And you kind of get blended and mixed up with their kind of mess. And then you get disappointed when they do little shady things that you already knew in the beginning that they were capable of. And then you start having issues. So here's the thing. I want you guys to be so powerful in your own energy that you are able to stand in your greatness no matter where you are. Now, I know there are times when you need to retreat and get away from people, but the most amazing thing about evolving as a Scorpio is being able to stand in the middle of chaos and still maintain your energy while everybody else is a damn mess, right? So what do you do with these pesky parents? Some of you are dating Cancers, which are mama's boys and mama's girls any damn way. Do you ever see a crab? You guys, some of you guys eat crabs, right? If you've never seen a crab, a real one in real life, go to a fish market and you just watch them. Those little damn fucking pinchers, they cling, and they do not let go. There's something about that. There's something about the fear of being abandoned, right? And it's mainly because they rule the fourth house of, home and family. The fourth house, not just that, the fourth house of roots. Fourth house even rules real estate. So it's kind of like that building block, and they do not want to let it go. This is one sign that will not let it go. So if you're dealing with someone like this, and you notice that mom is too clingy, or maybe it's the dad or the sister and things like this, guys, maintain your power. Don't just fall apart in relationships. Some of you get in relationships and you lose all your senses, all your common sense, all your intuition, all of your little spidey sense. And you're like, oh well, it's them. Let me do this. Like, I never do that. How they meet me, they're like, oh shit, I got to deal with her. Instead of the opposite. I'm not worried about I got to deal with them. They got to deal with me because I'm strong in my energy, right? I never lose who I am. I'm very connected to Pluto and I'm very connected to Mars. And that doesn't go anywhere, no matter where that relationship takes me. My feet are planted, honey, planted in cement, right? I'm a fixed sign. So a lot of you guys, and I see this, you get into relationships, whatever they may be, and you start kind of being flexible, like a mutable, like a mutable sign. Why are you being flexible? Your intuition is 100% correct. Listen, guys, some of your significant others' parents are not the greatest people. They're not the greatest people. And just because you're dating their son or daughter does not mean that they turn into great people either. How you met them is how it is. They're shady from the beginning. That's how they're going to die. Okay? That's how they're going to die. And if they're not dying tomorrow, then you've got a long time that you have to deal with their shadiness, right? So what do you do with it? You don't try and control them. You do not try and control them. You do not try and control who they are, because that's who they are. You wouldn't want them trying to control you. The only person you have control over is yourself. Keep your business to yourself. Stop oversharing. Oh, but they're my in-laws, and and I'm waiting. You know, be the nice private Scorpio that you've always been. How were you before you got together? You kept your mouth shut, didn't you? Right? You noticed things. You kept your little calculator. You knew who they are. Oh, that's who she is. That's who I'm dealing with, right? You remain in your powers, right? When you remain in your powers, no one can touch you. No one can affect you in any way. When you're sloppy, every little thing bothers you. Oh my gosh, they did this to me. They didn't do it to you. They just did it. You just happen to be there, right? So remaining in your power, staying true to who you are. I am true to my nature, period. And that's the end. When I sting you, it's going to hurt real bad. I go to the extreme. When I cut you off, I cut you off to the extreme, right? I mean what I say, and I mean business. And there's no one's parent, nobody's parents or siblings are going to shake any of that, right? So what I want you to do, if you guys are having issues with these people, I want you to turn to yourself. Don't do the blame game, and don't say they did this and they did. Who cares what they're doing? Who cares? If they're a thief, they've always been a thief. If they're a liar, they've always been a liar. If they're sneaky, they've always been sneaky. If they've been trying to turn their son or daughter against you, that's what they're doing. And they're only doing it because, you know, that's what parents do. Especially if it's their only son. They want to keep them under the blanket at 40 years old. Things like that. And for those of you who have children who are kind of grownish, you already know the deal. So put yourself in their shoes. But none of this has anything to do with them. It's all to do with how you maintain yourself, okay? So if you are in a problematic situation right now, I want you to regroup. I want you to regroup. Separate yourself a little bit. Talk to yourself. Meditate. Get back to your energy. Who was I before all this, right? Where's my greatness lie? Once you start ignoring them and dealing with yourself, they'll see how powerful you are and they'll leave you alone. But when you're a mess, you get a mess, right? People don't bother me. People's parents never bothered me either. They were like, ooh, okay. I never tried to impress them. I never tried to be part of the family. Oh, let me get chum with the mom. Never. Never, 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 honey. Let me get chum with the dad. Nope. Right? And I had no sibling problems because I chose people who were the onlys. The only child, right? And so this is a lesson. This is a lesson for all of us. You know, I had a Taurus friend who always had problems with her significant other's moms. Always. They always hated her. I think I told you guys this story. They always hated her and tried to break up the relationship or stop them from getting married. So she finally decided to start dating men with dead parents. Now you could go that route, right? You could date somebody who's got no parents, honey, like she did, and she's happy. Or you could take the Scorpio route. See, that's the Taurus route, right? You take the Scorpio route. Just dive deeper into your powers, honey. Dive deep. Stop trying to blend in with the family. You don't blend in. You don't blend in, right? Why are you telling all your business? Why are you sharing too much? Why are you giving out all this information? Because you think, what? It's going to bring you closer. It's not. It's not. Moms and dads, ooh, they got strategy, honey, especially if they don't like you. Especially if they don't like you. So I want you to mind your business, leave them alone, and get back to your roots. What are your roots? Where are your powers? Are you maintaining, or are you just falling apart, trying to blend in? Because I'm not. I don't do that. I don't do that. I remain. And if anybody's trying to blend, it's their parents. Oh, what can I do to make Malika feel comfortable? Do you think Malika will like this? wow, she's so quiet. She's so intense. Can't read her too much. Oh yes, you want them talking. You don't want to be the one talking. I keep other people guessing what's going on over here, right? Trying to impress, okay? Because I remain stern in who I am. Okay, guys? This is what I want you to do. This was a video request. For your own video requests, go to ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com and let's begin. Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys at my website, where you can also book a chart reading, love chart reading, basic chart reading, get your own personalized video, take one of my crash courses. If you're struggling with a Scorpio, please take Dating Scorpios, where I give you tips and little tricks on the basics of Scorpio nature, so you don't get stung running your mouth or doing something silly that you could have avoided. Take my crash course on how to heal from trauma if you are in the rabbit hole right now and you want to have a stepping stone on how to get started on building your high self-esteem. I have How to Be Fabulous crash course where you can learn how to reinvent yourself. Even if you were a hot mess yesterday, today you can start your way to being the flyest person possible after you've dealt with your trauma. So take them in that order. Healing from trauma, then fabulous, right? And I also have a crash course on how to get a Scorpio back. This crash course is not for people who have tried to murder their Scorpios, who have extremely volatile relationships, like you've done something so horrible that it's been in the newspaper. It's not for you. They're not coming back. This course is for people who are in very light mishaps, right? And there's a chance for you. Shop my store. I have amazing things. My sale has been extended. I have the biggest sale ever, 35% off my whole entire shop. Scorpio season is coming. Make sure you get a tee. It is the official tee of Scorpio season. It will not be coming back. None of these items are coming back. They're exclusive and they're custom. So you'll be the only one to have, the Charmer necklace set. You'll be the only one, with the Cotton Candy Crush necklace. You'll be the only one with the Scorpio tees or the retro tees. So enjoy the sale before it ends, and I'll see you guys soon.